Hello, this one is here. Today I'm going to be talking about my changes with autism, some of my diagnosis with my autism, and also I'm going to be talking about my high school and college experiences that I have faced with autism. Before I'm going to be talking about it, I'm going to be talking about the introduction that I have. So I go to Cleveland State, which is 30 minutes away from here. So I'm taking 2 courses in the line now. So we're going to be moving back to Florida soon. So I'm going to be transferring my credits to UCF, like I said before in the other video yesterday. So hope you guys stay tuned for more videos when I get back to UCF, even when I do the videos in Florida. So without further ado, let's get to the topic. What were my challenges in my high school and college experiences with autism? That's why I'm going to be talking about it, and even my diagnosis or evaluation. So like in other videos. So talk about some of it. So without further ado, let's get to the topic. So I was diagnosed with autism at age 2. It was because I couldn't speak. I started taking speech therapy courses at home, like my mom said before. I started school at age 3, like we talked about that in another video before. I also talked about that I took speech therapy at home in the other video before as well. So I knew because my mom told me. Afterwards, I started speaking at age 4, which I learned to communicate. Back in elementary school, I was an aggressive kid. Like I said in another video before, but I was not technically an aggressive kid. I was just being a kid like everyone else. So when I meant say that, I was being a kid like every other kids, any other kids. Remember that. Every kid had to go through that. Always remember that. It was because I was throwing tantrums as a young kid. It was never my day from school, and I was a little upset out with myself, even when I got upset too. So anybody can get upset, not only me, not only people with autism like me. Always remember that. So moving on to 5th grade. So back in 5th grade, I lived at a hospital for a week, and that way, so I could behave there. That was when they have evaluations for me that have autism a lot, and it shows that I already diagnosed with autism at age 2. Always remember that. Back in 7th and 8th grade, I stopped throwing tantrums, so I started to behave as a normal person like everyone else. I started to behave as I was supposed to in middle school. It was back in 7th and 8th grade. However, sometimes I covered my ears. However, my teacher told me not to do that because if nobody else was doing it, I shouldn't do it either. So they told me not to do it because it was kind of rude. So I learned to behave myself, and I started to have best behaviors in 7th and 8th grade. It's all that matters. In 9th grade, I started to be upset down about my grades. I was thinking too hard on myself for having a C in my only course. However, I was very glad that I passed the class. Back in 10th and 11th grade, I felt too critical of myself due to changes I had to deal with, including about my reading and math grade levels that I have for high school evaluation. I was going to take a higher level of math and English courses like everyone else. However, my scores were not high enough to take those courses, so I went to the math and English courses that were easy for me. So it was basically about elementary school and middle school levels that I had to face. Back in high school, 1st and 7th grade, I was thinking too hard on myself for not going to college for taking those courses. I thought I wasn't going to make the college, but people said that not to worry about it. I would have though. So that I will talk about that later. My reading grade level was in the 3rd grade level, so I had to take the English class that was easy for me, even the reading as well. Like I said before, it was why I had to take the English course that were easy for me. It was back in 10th grade. So back in Virginia, I took English 10. I took the English class in a small group, but the general education course. So for Puerto Rico, I took the English class that was easy for me. So it was back in 10th grade in Puerto Rico. So keep that in mind. And for Texas, I wasn't over classes like everyone else, so I took the higher level courses. However, I was in small group or medium group like everyone else, so keep that in mind. Talk about this. Yeah. So moving on to college. No. Where I'm at. Oh, this is where I'm at. So starting in 12th grade. So back in 12th grade, I finally got to be in math and English courses as higher level courses like everyone else. So my reading grade level was in 8th grade level. So my case manager was just evaluating me, the reading grade levels, to see what levels I was at. Thank you Lord that I finally made it to the 8th grade level for reading when I was in 12th grade. I took tests in small group like students that need accommodations, which was great. So I could get extra time for my test. I was great with math and science back in high school, which those were my passions. Thankfully, I graduated from high school with a regular education diploma like everyone else, and I wasn't forced to take my diploma like I said before. Thankfully, that people helped me out to get through where I'm supposed to be. Thank you. Thanks to them, I finally made it in time before graduation started. When I went to college, I did not have any friends except for some members from the learning center and student activities. So it was back in community college. However, some students were my friends, which they would be nice to me. That's all I care about. Not all of them, but some of them were friends with me. So I just met new students from campus, but they're not even my real friends. I just introduced myself to them. I just introduced, that's about it. I just introduced myself to them, that's about it. Some of them are my friends, but not all of them. It was before the pandemic had started. Back at community college, before the pandemic had started, I met students from the math club, but some of them were my friends, but not all of them. I used to be great with math back in high school. I felt that math was no longer my thing in college anymore, so when I was in the math party, I received my math understudy certificate for receiving higher grades back in high school. So I got good grades in high school for math. So keep that in mind. It's only for people that are high schoolers and year of community college. So remember to keep that in mind with the discipline when you go to the math club from college. So I used to be great at math, but not anymore. Now I'm into history reading and writing. So those are my passion for now in college. That's why I wrote a book about my life journey of autism as a murdered child. So that's my book title for my first book. So moving on to another one. So during the pandemic, I took courses at home. So I need to take one course at a time because of the pandemic. I had to start on my 2 courses through the pandemic. My challenges with autism was that sometimes I had trouble with eye contact to other students in my speech class. I started to do better and better in my last 2 presentations during the pandemic had hit in 2020. So I think I talked about it in that video. Maybe I did not. I don't remember. So I started to do listing the assignments for the day that was due, as well as a couple months before the pandemic had started. So I started to make the to-do list back in spring 2020. So keep that in mind. When I went back to campus during the pandemic, I went back to take 2 courses at a time. I started to maintain higher grades as getting into the exist 4 times in a row. So it was back in fall 2021 through spring 2023. I graduated my AA degree in Journal Studies on May 2023, which I talked about that in a video before. It took me 6 years to get my AA degree as a part-time student, so I need to take courses little by little. I talked about it in a video before. It was when I was a part-time student at a community college. Right now, I'm working my BA degree in communication journalism at a university. I made good friends that were staff members at leadership office and events. Thankfully, they were nice with me, including that I made staff members that are friends of mine from the library, and they were nice to me as well, thank God. And I did well on my grades as well, thank God. Thankfully, I had competitive grades from Williamson College and Iowa State, and thankfully, I'm gonna get to the journalism major at UCF when it transfers. So I took the one writing course for the Golden Rule, which is professional writing at Iowa State, and I'm good to study journalism program because I got at least a B or better, so I got an A in that course, so I'm good to study for the journalism major at UCF. So I just talked about that in a video. So that's all I'm going to be talking about, my changes with autism and my evaluations for autism, including my high school and college experiences. So if you guys want to be friends, just subscribe to the channel so you guys can get notifications. And if you guys want to follow me on the media, just follow me on Instagram and add me on Facebook so you guys can get notifications. So if you guys want to see all the videos, just comment down below. Let me know guys you're gonna see. So and then we know you're gonna see all the videos. So my other video is that I'm gonna be talking about this is how I learned for weeks 7 to 8, and I'm gonna be talking about how well I did in my midterm grades. So stay tuned for that. So it's gonna be this coming weekend. So I just completed my midterm today, and thankfully I feel relieved that I just completed my midterm on time. Thank God. And I think I did very well. Thank God. So if you guys have any questions, just comment over below. And if you guys want to be friends, as I said before, follow me on Instagram and Facebook so you can message me to see all videos that you guys wanted to see. So my next video is that I'm going to be talking about what I learned for week 7 to 8, and I'm going to be talking about how well I did my grades for midterm as well. So stay tuned for that. So hope you guys have a good day, and good luck to you guys in the midterm, and good luck to you guys on spring break. And hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video for this coming weekend. So thanks for watching. Peace out.